Let's do it. Om Tat Sat. Today we are doing chapter 15, and in the chapter 15, and we'll just go through first four slokas. So, Shri Bhagavan Vacha, Udvamulam Adashyakam Ashwatam Prahu Avayam, Chandansi Yasya Pandani Yastam Vedasa Vedaved, Adacha Udvam Prasadatashe Shaka Guna Prabhuddha, Vishaya Pravala, Adacha Mulani Anusantani, Karmanubandhini Manushaloke, Na Rupamasiha Tadopalapate, Na Anta Nacha Adinacha Sampratishta, Aswadham Enam Suvirudha Mulam, Asanga Sastrena Drudena Chitva, Tada Padam Tat Parimargatavyam, यस्मिन् गतानि निवर्तन्ति भूय तम एव च आद्यं पुरुषं प्रपद्ये यत प्रवृत्ति प्रसृता पुराणी निर्माण मोह जितसंग दोषा अध्यात्म नित्या विनिवृत्त कामा द्वंद्व विमुक्ता सुखदक संघय गच्छन्त मूढ़ पदम अव्ययम तत् यहाँ तक yesterday we have seen up to the asanga sustain dhudeni chitva by the weapon of non attachment. Today we are going to see tata padam tat parimargitavyam yasmin gatani nivartanti bhuya तमेव च आद्यम पुरुषम प्रपद्ये यथ प्रवृत्ति प्रसृता पुराणी. So tam eva cha adyam purusham prapadye. So that God from whom that primal spirit, from whom the primeval energy is getting generated, due to that God we have to do prapadye, we have to worship him. How to worship him, that we will see. That is also given in Bhagavad Gita. In chapter 13, Lord Krishna has mentioned from sloka 12 to 17 and 22 in chapter 13, Kshetrajna, Jnayam, he mentioned as a Jnayam, that which is to be known. So he said that we will see that. I'll read the slokas first, and then thereafter we'll read, in English also we'll go through. Jayam yat tat pravakshami. This we have to pray. To this particular aspect we have to pray. Jayam yat tat pravakshami yadgyatva amritam ashnute anadimat param brahma nasatna asat uchate sarvata panipadam tas sarvata akshi shiromukham sarvata suktimalloke sarvam avrita tishridi sarvendri gunabhasam sarvendri vivarjitam asaktum सर्वपृच्छैव निर्गुणं गुणभोक्तृ बहि अंतच भूतानां अचरम चरम येव च सूक्ष्मत्वात् तथा विज्ञानं दूरस्थं च अंतिके च तत् अविभक्तं च भूतेषु विभक्तं युक्तस्थितं भूतभक्तज्ञेयं कृष्ण प्रभुविष्णु च ज्योतिषां मुक्त ज्योति तमसः परम उच्यते ज्ञानं ज्ञेयं ज्ञानगम्यं हृदि सर्वस्य विस्तृतम् उपद्रष्टा हनुमन्ता च भर्ता भोक्ता महेश्वरः परमात्मा इति च अभियुक्ता देहे अस्मिन् पुरुषः परः. So this we will see in English translation also, the meaning of it, what he said. So how to pray to God, how to understand. First of all, we have to understand him, what he is, what is the God material is, God particle. I shall declare that which has to be known, knowing which one attains immortality. He is talking about immortality. We are all mortal beings. Mortal means the one which has the birth and death. Immortality, no birth, no death. That is what he is telling. And we are all capable, we are all eligible to become that. It is the beginningless supreme Brahman, which is said to be neither existent nor non-existent. Having hands and feet everywhere, eyes, hands and faces everywhere, having ears everywhere, that stands enveloping everything in the world. God is there, everywhere. In every place, in every time, you will be surprised. That is what it is. Even if you go to Himalayas also, midnight in some place, he will be there. His element will be there. That is the form below. He is spread everywhere in the world. Shining by the function of the senses, yet freed from all the senses. Unattached yet maintaining all. Free from the qualities, yet experiencing the qualities. Outside and inside beings, those that are moving and not moving, because of its subtlety, this is not comprehended. This is far away and also near. God is very far away also. God is near also. God is here also. That is. Undivided yet remaining as if undivided, undivided yet remaining as if divided in all beings. He appears as if he is divided between you and me, but he is not actually divided between you and me. He is undivided in you and me. That is the thing. In everybody, all being people, he is there in all people's hearts, but it looks as if he is divided. That is the Brahma Bhranti. This is to be known as the sustainer of beings, their devourer and creator. This we call Brahma Vishnu Maheshwar, creator, protector, and ordainer. Also, this is said to be the light of lights, that is beyond darkness. It is knowledge, the object of knowledge, and that which is to be attained through knowledge. It is seated in the hearts of all. God is seated in the hearts of all. That is the point. It is seated in your heart and my heart also. That faith we need to have it, that understanding we need to have it, that knowledge we need to have it. God is seated in the hearts of all. The highest spirit in this body is called the witness, the consenter, the supporter, the experiencer, the great Lord, and also the Supreme Spirit. We are experiencing now how to pray to God. This is what it is. Also, some more prayers are there, because unless we focus on tam evacha adyam purusham prapadye, that God who is the first primal energy, primal spirit, to that God we are praying it. We have to pray to Him only. We don't have to scatter our mind to all and sundry gods, this God, that God. Then this is not, the vision will be blurred to us. We have to focus our attention on to whom we are praying. We are praying to the primal spirit and nothing else, and none else. So that how people have prayed. In Telugu I will go through first and then I will read in English. Arjuna Vacha Param Brahma Param Dhama Pavitram Paramam Bhavan Purusham Shashvatam Divyam Adidevam Azam Vibham. Bhagavan Vacha Kavim Puranam Anushasitaram Anu Aniyam Samansmrityaha Sarvasadhataram Achintya Rupam Aditya Varnam Tamasa Parastha. God had said, Bhoktaram Yajna Tapasam Sarvaloka Maheshwaram Suhrutam Sarvabhutanam Gyatva Mam Shantim Ruchati. Ajapisan Avyatma Bhutanam Ishvarapisan Prakrutam Swam Adhistaya Sambhavami Atmamayaya. Kasmat Chatena Nameran Mahatman Garyase Brahmana Padikartre Ananta Devasa Jagannivasa Tvam Aksharam Sasa Tatparam Yat Tvam Madhadeva Purusha Purana Tvam Asa Vishwasya Param Nidhanam Vetasi Vidyam Cha Param Cha Dhama Tvaya Tatam Vishwam Anantarupa Vayu Yama Agni Varana Shashanka Prajapati Tvam Prapita Mahacha Namo Namaste Astu Sahasraputva Punachubuyapi Namo Namaste Nama Purustat Adha Purushadase Namosute Sarvata Eva Sarva Ananta Virya Amita Vikramatvam Sarvam Samapnosi Tatasi Sarvaha. This is what he said. Now we'll see the English version also. Although I am birthless and my nature is imperishable, although I am the Lord of all beings, yet by controlling my own material nature, I come into being by my own power. He himself takes birth, like Rama, Lord Rama has taken birth, like he has taken birth in 4 forms. But Supreme Spirit, Ram, Lakshman, Bharat, Shatrugna, all 4 are only one. Out of that, Vishnu only 4. They are born as 4 siblings. So by controlling my own material nature, I come into being by my own power. That is what he says. And Lord Krishna was also born. He also came with by controlling his own material nature. He came into being by his own power. Lord Krishna. So that we have to understand. if he takes an avataram, having known me, the enjoyer of sacrifices and austerities, the mighty Lord of all the world, the friend of all creatures, he, that means the sages, you and me, attains peace. We will attain peace by knowing that Bhoktaram Yagitapasam Sarvaloka Maheshwaram Sukrutam Sarvabhutanam Yatma Mam Shanti Ruchati. He who meditates on the ancient sphere, the ruler smaller than the atom, who is the supporter of all, whose form is unthinkable, and who is effulgent like the sun beyond darkness. And Arjuna's prayer to him, that is how we should pray to God. This today, Tam Evaja Adyam Prapadye. We must know how to pray to God. That is the next step also. We have to do step by step only. We have to have, first of all, we have to have the self-knowledge, weapon of self-knowledge, and the weapon of non-attachment. And after that, we have to pray to Him. We have to pray, that prayer part of it. Then, you are the Supreme Brahman, the Supreme Abode, the Supreme Purifier, the Eternal Divine Spirit, the Primal God, unborn and all-pervading. I see the gods, O God, your body and all kinds of beings assembled. In your body, all kinds of beings assembled, Lord Brahma on his lotus seat, and all the seers and the divine serpents. I see you everywhere, infinite in form, with many arms, bellies, faces, and eyes, not the end, nor the middle, nor yet the beginning of you do I see, O Lord of all, whose form is the universe. Crowned, armed with a club, and bearing a discus, a mass of splendor, shining on all sides with the immeasurable radiance of the sun and blazing fire, I see you who are difficult to behold. You are the unchanging, the supreme object of knowledge. You are the ultimate resting place of all. You are the imperishable defender of the eternal law. You are the primeval spirit, I believe. God is the primeval spirit. With the infinite power, without beginning, middle, or end, with innumerable arms, the moon and sun being your eyes. The sun and moon are being the God's eyes. I see you, the blazing fire, your mouth, burning all this universe with your radiance. Rightly, O Krishna, the universe rejoices and is gratified by your praise. The demons, terrified, flee in all directions, and all the throngs of the perfected ones bow before you. This is such a powerful sloka. The demons, terrified, flee in all directions. So some demons are there in the atmosphere. Even if they come and sit and occupy your body and my body, they, after reading this prayer of Lord Krishna, they flee. They flee in all directions. They leave us. They leave our body. It happens. బ్రహ్మ రాక్షసులు అంటారు కదా, అవి ఆక్యుపై చేస్తాయి, చెట్లు గిట్లు అని ఆక్యుపై చేస్తుంటే మనుషులు కూడా ఆక్యుపై చేస్తాయి బ్రహ్మ రాక్షసులు. బట్ ఆఫ్టర్ రీడింగ్ ది ప్రేయర్ ఆఫ్ దిస్ లార్డ్ కృష్ణ, దిస్ ప్రేయర్, they don't stay in our body. They run away because of the fear of the Lord Krishna's power. They say he is a devotee and we were wrongly occupied here. This is the power of this powerful sloka. And why should not they bow to you, O great one, who are the original creator, greater even than Brahma, infinite Lord of gods? You are the dwelling place of the universe, the imperishable, the existent, the non-existent, and that which is beyond both. You are the primal God. You are the primal God, the ancient spirit. You are the supreme resting place of all the universe. You are the knower, the object of knowledge, and the supreme state. All the universe is pervaded by you, O one of infinite forms. You are Vayu, Yama, Agni, Varuna, and the moon, the Lord of creatures, and the great grandfather. Salutations to you a thousand times, and again, salutations to you. Salutations to you from in front and behind. Salutations to you on all sides, also all. You are infinite valor and boundless might. You pervade all, therefore you are all. What is all? पितासि लोकस्य चराचरस्य त्वमस्य पूज्यस्य गुरुर्गरीयान् न त्वत्समस्तभ्यधिकः कुतो अन्यो लोकत्रयेऽपि अप्रतिम प्रभावः तस्मात् प्रणम्य प्रणिधाय कायं प्रसादय त्वम् अहम् ईशमीड्यं पितेव पुत्रस्य सखेव सख्यु प्रिया प्रियार्हसि देवसोडम. This is how we are surrendering ourselves to God. You are the father of the world, of all things moving and motionless. You are to be adored by this world. You are the most venerable Guru. There is nothing like you in the three worlds. How then there could be another greater being of incomparable glory? Therefore, bowing down, prostrating my body, I ask forgiveness of you, O Lord. As is a father to a son, a friend to a friend, a lover to a beloved, please be, O God, be merciful. This is how we should actually, no problem, I'll take it, sir, no problem. So this is how we should pray to the God, sir. So after praying like this, then the next step is coming actually, the fifth sloka. After praying like this, those bhaktas of Sri Krishna bhaktas will reach him. They have got certain qualities. Let us see what are the qualities. It is mentioned in the chapter 15, 5th sloka. We are doing everything within the Bhagavad Gita only, nothing outside Bhagavad Gita. In chapter 15 we are referring. Nirmana moha jitasanga dosha adhyatma nitya vinuvruta kama vandvai vimukta sukhudukha sanghay gachanti amuda padam avyam tat. What without arrogance or delusion, we should not have any. We should shed our arrogance and delusion. That is, these are the qualities we should strive gradually and attain it. Without arrogance or delusion, with the evils of attachment conquered, the attachment will be there on all of us. Nobody will be free from attachment, but we have to conquer the attachment, evils of attachment. That is where our greatness lies, our effort lies. So we have to conquer the evils of attachment, dwelling constantly in the Supreme Self, like we are reading Bhagavad Gita, listening to Bhagavad Gita. With the desires turned away, we are trying to reduce some desires. We are not running after desires, fulfilling many desires, desiring more desires. We are not doing that. We are trying to reduce desires. Release from the dualities known as pleasure and pain. The undeluded, such people are called undeluded. They go to that imperishable goal. Similar use Lord has expressed in some other chapters also of Bhagavad Gita. In chapter 245, Traigunya Vishya Veda Nistraiguna Bhava Arjuna, Nidvandva Bhava, Nitya Santasya Bhava, Niryoga Bhava, Atmavan Bhava. That's what he mentioned. The Vedas are confined to the three qualities of Sattva, Rajas, Tama, Gunas. Be free from these three qualities, Arjuna. Indifferent from the pairs of opposites. Eternally fixed in truth. Free from thoughts of acquisition and comfort. Possessed of the self. And similar thing he mentioned in chapter 11 and chapter 15 also, that I will tell you. Similar thing about the prayer. Mat karma krut, mat parma, mat bhaktaha, sangha varjitaha, nirvairaha sarvabhuteshu, yah sa mam eti pandava. He who does all work for me, considers me as the supreme, is devoted to me, abandons all attachment, and is free from enmity towards any being. This is a very important quality. Nirvairaha sarvabhuteshu, is free from enmity towards any being. We should not have any kind of enmity from towards any being, we should excuse him or her. That is what it is. We should be free in our heart. That is what. Such people come to me. And in chapter 18, also at the end of this Bhagavad Gita, in chapter 18 also he mentioned in 3 slokas, Buddhya, that those people will come to him. So we are focusing on that only. In chapter 15 and 5, he said that Nirmana Moha, Jitasanga Dosha, Adhyatma Nitya, Vinavruta Kama, Dvandvai Vimukta, Sukadukha Sangha, Gacchanta Moda, Padam Aveda. Only such people will reach. That's it. It is talking in a positive way. That it's not that nobody can come to me, I am God, nobody can reach me. He's not saying that. You will come to me, you come to me. People will come to me. All my devotees will come to me. I am open to all. I will accommodate you all. You can reach me. You can also be just like God. He is showing in a positive way. He is telling is welcome, welcome, welcome. No issue. Please welcome. But you need to have these qualities, please. So in chapter 18 also, in the conclusion also, he mentioned once again, बुद्धिया विशुद्धिया युक्तः तृतीय आत्मानो नियम्य च शब्दादीन विषयान् त्यक्त्वा रागद्वेषौ वियोज्य विविक्त सैवी लग्भासी यत वाक्काय मानसः ध्यान योग पर नित्यं वैराग्यं समुपाश्रितः अहंकारं विमुच्य बलं विमुच्य दर्पं विमुच्य कामं विमुच्य क्रोधं विमुच्य परिग्रहं विमुच्य निर्ममः शांत ब्रह्म भूयाय कल्पते. So he says such people become like, it's a positive note to us. At least you and me can try. Endowed with a pure intellect, controlling the self with firmness. We have to control ourselves with firmness. We should not give away to desires. The attractions will attract us, but we have to control them. Abandoning the soul and the other objects of sense. That is we have to abandon the objects of the senses. Casting off attraction and hatred, dwelling in solitude, eating lightly, controlling speech, controlling body, and controlling mind. This is very important. We have to control our speech, we have to control our body, we have to control our mind. We should not just sway away just like as it is. No control in the speech, no control in the body, no control in the mind. We should not live like that. We should live by controlling our speech, by controlling our body, by controlling our mind. We should live like that. Be constantly devoted to yoga of meditation. We should do sometimes do meditation also. Taking refuge in dispassion, that vairagya, we have to take dispassion. Relinquishing egoism, relinquishing the force, relinquishing the arrogance, relinquishing the desire, relinquishing anger, relinquishing possession of property. Unselfish, tranquil people, he is fit for oneness with Brahman. This is what he says. So today we have seen 2 aspects how to pray to God. Tameva cha adyam prapadye, that primal spirit, how to pray him. And second aspect we have seen, who all will be reaching him. So these 2 aspects we have seen. With these 2 aspects, we'll stop this lecture here. Tomorrow we will see further. We'll chant 3 times Om Kar. Om. 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 Tassat. Sarvam Sri Krishnarpamastu.